Want to know how Bobby Axelrod of Billions demonstrates narcissistic negotiation? I'm going to break it all down for you in this video, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am an attorney. I am also a narcissist negotiation expert and a best-selling author. And on this channel and in these videos, I give you tons of tips and tricks and lots of resources on how to powerfully shift the dynamic and powerfully negotiate with the most toxic personality on the planet. And if that's something that you want to do, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. All right, so let's talk about Bobby Axelrod. Now, some of this is just being a powerful negotiator, which narcissists also are. And some of it is just straight up being a narcissist. So you have to kind of separate it out. But narcissists are a lot of times very confident, or at least they display that, even though they are actually masking a very, very scared little personality underneath. They come across as very confident. So that's why sometimes they get a lot done. And, you know, it's all very, very confusing sometimes. But one of the things that they do, and one of the things that Bobby Axelrod does in the show, is he demonstrates total, unblinking, unwavering confidence and authority. And that's what happens in negotiations. The one with the most unblinking, unwavering authority, who speaks like that, usually is the one that wins any negotiation and any conversation, frankly. My dad used to say, whatever you say it with authority and people will believe you. You know, even if you say, I don't know, I'll figure it out. That actually is so much more powerful than just sitting there and like lying or making something up, and then down the road people figure out that you didn't know what you were talking about, and then you lose credibility that way, right? You actually end up gaining way more credibility if you say I didn't know, and you come back later and you have an answer that's actually true. So he speaks with unwavering confidence, and he says things so powerfully that he comes across that way. And that's actually something that narcissists are very good at a lot of times, especially the grandiose ones. Not so much the coverts. The coverts tend to be, they hang back, a little bit more quiet, a little bit more sad, a little bit, but the grandiose ones tend to be, up there and in your face a lot more. And that's something that Bobby Axelrod definitely demonstrates. Right, so that's number one. Number two is taking advantage of situations when people are desperate. And that's definitely a narcissistic trait or tendency. They get people in situations when they're desperate, and then they take advantage of it. And then they give them ultimatums, and they say now or never. They don't give you time to think about it, and they're in your space, and then they give you this like kind of ultimatum, and they make you take these deals, and you feel like you have to take it now. I have seen this in my practice, in my law practice. I have done high net worth divorce in my practice, and I've seen situations where one party had lots and lots of money and the other party didn't have that much. And so there was very much a disparity where one person was just desperate because like they weren't even going to have a place to live or transportation. And so they were willing to just take anything. And, the person with the money might have been a narcissist, perhaps, and they take advantage of people when they're desperate, and they're like, now or never, you have to take this. They don't give them time to think about it. Sign here. And, what happens is it leaves people feeling resentful down the road, of course, and that's definitely something that narcissists will do. So that's number 2. Number 3 is body language. You see Bobby Axelrod, he's very splayed out, he's very open, you know, like this. That's a very confident form of body language. When you see the arm drape on the back of the chair, very open like this, in your face sometimes, like this, you know, where you don't have a chance to breathe, staring at you like that. Sometimes that's also a form of narcissistic body language. I have a whole video on narcissistic body language, which you should definitely check out as well. That's definitely something else that he does in the show. Number 4 is something that's narcissistic, but also a powerful piece in negotiation, which is always be willing to walk away. The one who is always willing to walk away is the one who always has the most leverage. Period. End of story. Always. That's the way it is. And please remember, don't do anything that you'll regret. Always be willing to walk away. If you sign something that you're going to regret later, you know, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, if you're going to lose sleep. I've seen people sometimes, they just want it over. They just sign things. They just want it over at that time. You know, that little bit of pain that you're going to now be, you know, relieve yourself of at that moment. If it means a lifetime of regret, a lifetime of no more sleep, it ain't going to be worth that, you know. So just be careful about, you know, what you're going to do and when you're going to walk away. So just walk away from signing deals that are going to make you feel regret down the road. All right. So just walk away. Put that in the comments right now to remind yourself to walk away from deals that you might regret later, that are going to, you know, cause you to not sleep down the road. Walk away. All right. So, and number five that you see Bobby Axelrod engage in, that you definitely see with narcissists, and that is they don't care about the other person. I mean, they're willing to enter into deals that are going to hurt the other person, that have no conscience. And this is really where the narcissist rubber hits the road, you know, that they're willing to leave whatever ashes in the wake. that it doesn't really matter. That's where, you know, it's great to be a narcissist, I guess, right? You know, because you can just keep on going and you don't really think about whatever rubble you left behind you. Most people have some sort of conscience and they worry about who they may be hurting along the way, but narcissists, they don't really think about that. They think about, you know, what they want. The problem with that is that it is very short-sighted and they don't think about the long game. And people do remember how people were treated. You know, it does end up hurting them in the long run, but they don't think that and they don't see that. And you know, it does end up coming back to bite them, but they don't think that at the time. So anyway, those are the 5 ways that Bobby Axelrod demonstrates narcissist negotiation. You may have seen some of these when you are dealing with narcissists in negotiation. And if you are dealing with a narcissist or anyone in negotiation, please feel free to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com, or come on over and join me in my free private Facebook group called Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. I'd love to have you in there as well. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, drop me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, feel free to do so. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. I am so glad you're here. Always remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in the next video.